This is Tracy Hart with WAMD Radio, and I'm so excited to be sitting here with Steve Linkous, who is President and CEO of Harford Mutual, and who will be wearing some rather interesting footwear here in the near future, all in support of SARC's Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. Steve, thank you so much for being here with me.
Glad to be here.
All right, so let's talk about, this is your third year actually supporting SARC's Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. What was it about both the nonprofit organization SARC and this event that really spoke to you?
You know, I really like events where you can make a difference, where you see the outcome of what you're doing. And so with this, it does two things. Not only are we raising money for a very important cause, but we're raising awareness. And there's lots of different walks and runs, but this one's is very unique because a lot of guys running around or walking around town at least in very high heels, and that draws attention, and that gives you a perfect opportunity to explain why you're doing it.
You have the shoes here at the event that we're at here today. They're rather large shoes, at very high heels, probably 4 or 5 inches. I would think 5 inches heels. The first time you put them on and actually tried walking, did it kind of change your perspective as to what women go through when they're walking in high heels?
Yeah, it definitely did. I thought it would be a little easier than it looked. Now, of course, I'm a little larger than most women, I think, in the size feet that I have. But certainly, I'm not near as graceful as women make it, so I give them a lot of credit.
Now, again, this is a wonderful organization. SARC does so much for the Harford County community in general, for women, men, and children physically or mentally abused here in the community. And so they do such wonderful work with helping people out in those situations. Now, there's an ongoing kind of rivalry, isn't there, between you and some of our other fellow Harford Countyans? Let's see, PJ Chambers, Pat Chambers, and Scott Walker.
You bet. So this year they decided that since I've gotten the Golden Shoe Award the last 2 years in a row, that they would try to take me down. And so it makes a nice competition, a little bit of a rivalry, so we can again raise more funds. And as I told them, I certainly welcome it. And if they can beat me, then so much the better, because all those funds go to SARC.
So the event actually is on April 26th, where you gentlemen will be walking around Bel Air. For people out there who are interested in checking it out, I highly recommend it. I believe the kickoff is over at McGurk's, and right there on Bond Street in Bel Air. And again, you're going to see local Harford County men walking around in high heel shoes, which is quite a sight in itself. The kickoff starts at 10:30, but the actual walk will start at 11. So, Steve, any words of advice for your fellow competitors?
Walking around an old town such as Bel Air, you got to watch out for the cracks of the sidewalks. The first year I didn't do that. I decided to take a drink out of a water bottle and caught one of the lips in the sidewalk and broke my toe in the process. So, but I did continue walking all the mile. But just be careful, step on your toes, and flex those calves.
Well, there you go, folks. It's definitely worth checking it out. Again, it's going to be on April 26th at McGurk's right there on Bond Street in Bel Air. Kickoff starts at 10:30. You definitely want to have your cameras ready, because it's not every day you see grown men walking around in high heels, and usually pretty flamboyant looking heels at that. They're not, normal heels. And again, that starts at 11 o'clock. So, Steve, thank you so much for, supporting SARC and being part of this wonderful event.
Great to be here and look forward to the event.
Absolutely. I'm Tracy Hart with WAMD Radio.